Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? It is about 10 to 4, my time, southeastern Idaho, and it has been raining and snowing all day, and so it's just kind of a bizarre day, you know. And I'm not tagging anybody on this because these are just supposed to be short, quick videos. And hi, Jolene. And I'm not taking any makeup off. In fact, I'm going to do something that you never, ever, 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 ever do, is add new makeup to old makeup. That's not really healthy for the skin, and it doesn't look really good. But for the sake of time, I'm going to do it this way. Remember, I talked about our kudos, and with the kudos that had the extra stick, foundation stick, and the kabuki brush. I got my kabuki brush today. I'm so excited. And I also got the foundation stick. And I'm really excited about that. And I will play around with that before I do a video on that. But I have to tell you, they are sold out of the kabuki stick. The only way you can get it is if you buy the kudos that has the 6-part kudos to it, or you buy the complete brush set, which gives you like 18, 20 brushes. And I don't think they're going to come back just with the kabuki brush, and they didn't realize it'd be such a heavy hit. It was just gone. And so that's really exciting, but I'm glad I got mine. Anyway, yesterday we talked about, after we did our skincare, and then we want to get ready for the day, and so we add the primer. And I showed you how you put the primer on and how it keeps your makeup on all day long. Now, I've had my makeup on since about 6:30 this morning, when I had to go do vision screenings for kids at school, and we had to leave about 7:20, and so I was up and getting ready. So look, my makeup, except for my lipstick, has stayed on all day long. And a lot of that is because of the primer and the settling spray that we'll talk about later. So I want you to pretend that I have no makeup on and that I have used the primer, okay, and it's already on my face. And then you do have two choices of the foundation and the stick. And like I said, I just barely got the stick today, and so I'm going to play around with it first before I show you guys. But you want to shake your foundation up really good, and there's so many different colors. And people, I don't, but a lot of people change their foundation color from winter to summer. I just keep mine the same. Sometimes I'll change to a little bit lighter foundation. Sometimes maybe just one shade darker. But the color I'm using here is called Velour. And so you shake it up really good. And this is our foundation brush. And it's really good. You can see there's a major hole in the middle. And usually I have my bangs backed up, pushed way off my face too. And so it has been shaken up. And I am sitting on my bed, so I hope this doesn't go all over my bedspread. And I just put on some drops of the foundation. And it depends how much you use. And that will about do it. Some people make smiley faces or frowny faces or whatever they want. Depends what kind of mood I'm in and how much of a hurry. So that's about how much I have. And then I start putting it on my face. Now remember, you're pretending, you're using your vivid imagination that I don't have any makeup on at all. And I always put a little bit underneath on my eyelids. Although we have a lid primer, eyelid primer that is for that purpose, that your eyeshadow stays on. And you can use your brush to rub it in. I've been gone since about 7:10 this morning. We went up to a town north of us, and we screened 3 different schools. And they were, one was a good sized school, but the other 2 were small, and screened kids' eyes. I've told you that I am a member of the International Alliance. I'm president of my chapter, and that's what we do. And so far this year, as of today, we're like at 15,500 kids that we have screened. So it's pretty cool. Now, because I can still see some of this, and you don't want people to see your foundation. You don't want your foundation so dark than the rest of your skin that it looks silly, or even so light that it makes you kind of look like that TV show iZombie, make it look like her, like Liv. That's why you want to try to match as close as possible to your skin, maybe a shade lighter or a shade darker. And I will, like I said, I will be more than happy to help you. And I have a whole team of wonderful women that are much better than me at matching, that if I have your picture, they are really, really good at matching. And I now have on my foundation. I've used my little sponge to help smooth it in. And please don't forget your neck. Neck is part of your body. And I'm sure you've all seen people that they just have the makeup on their face and there's nothing on their neck and it just stops right here. And you have to admit it does look kind of silly. Or you see people with really orange foundation and it doesn't match at all. And I'm so glad we live in a time now where with different makeup companies, just not unique, that has so many colors that literally match your skin. And we have foundations that match any skin color from dark to Asian to very fair skin, problem skin. It all depends on what you have and what you want. And so now I have my foundation on. And that was the second thing in our kudos, was your choice of foundation. And you get that in either one, either the one that has just 4 or the one that has the 6. And this foundation, depending on how often you wear makeup, if you wear it every day, you're going to use it a little bit more. If I don't have to go anywhere and I know I'm staying home, I usually don't put on any makeup. But because I'm usually gone every day lately, and now my foundation is on. And so now, after I get my foundation on, tomorrow we'll talk about the concealer, which is probably my favorite. One of my favorites, because I do get very dark circles around my eyes. I get dark right around here. I get spots that I can cover up here. And this concealer that I use happens to match my foundation. Some use a little bit lighter, some use a little bit darker. It's up to you. But you want to make sure that your foundation is blended in and that you really can't see it. You want your makeup just to look so natural and like it's a part of your face. You want it to look like it just belongs there and it wasn't just plastered on. And I'm sure we've all seen people, like that. Because after I do my concealer, and I also put on the lid primer from when I put on my eyeshadow, then I always do I do my eyebrows first, and I'll show you why tomorrow. And so I hope that's given you kind of an idea what to do about foundation, and I can still see spots that needed blend it in a little bit. But I hope that's helped you a little bit. Please go look at the Kudos. It is such an incredible price for what you're getting. And I started to say, this will probably last you, depending on how much you use it, I'd say this probably would last you 3 to 4 months. Okay? If you use just a little bit, maybe a little bit longer. If you use a lot, maybe you come home and then you're going out in the evening, so you start anew. It depends on you and on how much you use. But the one thing about Younique, everything is so pigmented and made so well, you need just a little bit. So that's why it lasts you longer. And that's why I'm excited to try the stick, because I've seen some people do some really cool things with their face. I have a video that shows a girl that has a lot of rosacea, a lot of red in her face. And I think, oh my gosh, how's she ever going to cover that up? And she used the stick, and it was amazing. You'd have no idea that she had any skin problems. And so that's what makes Younique so unique, is because it lasts you a long time. And it's worth the money. It's a high quality product that lasts you a long time. And it's something that's been researched out and tested and tested and tested. Of course, the ingredients are on it, so you can see what's in there. And of course, the most important thing to me is that they don't test on animals, which is pretty awesome. So tomorrow, join me for, I'll have the foundation on. I will do tomorrow my eyebrows, and then we'll do the concealer, and I'll show you a couple tricks with concealer. So I hope you have a good rest of the day wherever you are, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.